Hi guys, it's Riki and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Riki and I review a lot of activewear, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today, I have an Amazon haul. I haven't done one of those in a while, but I was looking for some dupes for other videos and I was kind of just scrolling through Amazon and I got a few things and I figured, I might as well just show you what I got, see if it's worth it. If you should shop from Amazon every once in a while. I guess most of us do shop from Amazon every once in a while, and I guess we all know that Amazon is not really the greatest company, but there might be some nice deals, some good things to get from there. So yeah, we'll go through some of the pieces I got today and see if there's something, some affordable options, some affordable dupes. It's not just dupes, although, Amazon does sell a lot of dupes for things. But yeah, let's get into the video. Today, I already told you what we're going to do today, but I will start with a piece, or it's a set actually, that I got. So basically I got this because it reminded me a lot of the Amen ripped seamless sets. So Amen ripped seamless sports bra and the Amen ripped seamless leggings, and I'm just going to insert a picture here. And yeah, it just reminded me a lot of that, so I figured, Amen is not always the cheapest brand, depending on if you get a good deal or not, if they have a sale going on. And this was a set, and it was actually quite affordable. So I paid $32.99 in euros for that. So I would assume, it's kind of around $30 US. And it's a set, so sports bra and the leggings. And yeah, let's see this. This is a beige color. They call this khaki though. So for me, khaki is more of a green color, so I don't know where they went wrong with that. And this is the XIARUI women's two-piece yoga outfit seamless leggings deep V-neck bra set. It's not a deep V-neck bra, just in case you're wondering. But yeah, so that's that. And it did have quite okay ratings, I think over 4 stars. And I got this in a size medium because it's a set. So I usually wear a size small up top and a size small or medium at the bottom. Usually with Amazon brands, I will always go for medium. And also if I don't know the brand. So I'm kind of anticipating that the sports bra is going to be a little bit big on me, but the leggings might fit. And so since it's a set, we'll talk about both pieces at the same time, but I will of course still go through it, piece by piece kind of. Yes, so this is the sports bra. It really, really looks like a dupe for the Amen ripped seamless sports bra to me. We do have just thick straps. You have a scoop neck here, maybe even a little bit squared. You do have some detailing under the chest just a little bit, kind of some rip detailing. It's ripped fabric. Fabric actually feels quite decent for an Amazon brand. You also have the rip band underneath the chest. Removable cup pads. Those feel a little stiff. And then in the back, you just have a slightly lower back, which also the Amen sports bra does have, but no logo on here or anything. And it's kind of, like I said, it's a beige color, even though they call this khaki. And it's kind of a little bit marled, which I actually kind of like. And it really reminds me of an Amen piece, especially also with the coloring. And then we do have the leggings that go with this. So these also kind of try to be like a dupe for the Amen ripped seamless leggings, I think. We do have a ripped waistband here. You do have no front seam, and it's kind of just very, very simple. Seems to be more of a 7/8 length, which the Amen ones are too. And then in the back, you have slightly curved glute seams, but I feel like there's not enough space between the crotch gusset and the end of the waistband. This seems to be a little short. So I'm curious to see how high-waisted these actually are. They also do have a proper seam in the back for some glute separation, which I always like to see. I'm not a big fan of scrunch butt leggings, because I don't like it when I can feel the scrunch in my crack. I just don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable a little bit, especially when they're super tight, when you can kind of feel it when you squat as well. There's just some tightness. I don't like it. So I prefer to just have curved glute seams and a proper seam. That's kind of enough detailing for me. But yeah, otherwise that's kind of it with these leggings here as well. So they're very, very simple. We do have that curved glutes, kind of slightly curved glute detailing there. And the sports bra is also very simple, but these pieces are supposed to be simple. So let's see the set on. All right, let's start off with the set. So since it's a set, I will talk about both pieces at the same time, but of course we can go from the sports bra from the top to the bottom to the leggings. So yeah, I bought this because it reminded me of the Amen ripped seamless sets, And I just kind of wanted to try and see if it could be a good dupe because this was a little cheaper. Of course, the problem is that you had to buy, since it is a set, you could only pick one size, and I'm a different size at my bottom than I am at my top. So I got a medium to fit the bottom. It's a little bit big in the sports bra now. And I feel like it's still a little tight around here. So, but yeah, we'll get to that. Let's talk about the sports bra first. But remember, it is a set, so you can't just buy one or the other. I will say color-wise, they got a pretty good, like, marl kind of beige color going on, which is very Eamon-esque as well. The seamless, how they made the fabric basically also reminds me a lot of it. And then of course, we don't have like any logos here. There's nothing there. We have like a scoop neck, removable cup hats here. They are a little bit stiffer than what I remember from the Eamon ones for sure. Thick straps here, and then a ribbed band underneath. And then in the back, you do have a slightly lower scoop here, which is also, you know, what Eamon usually does. So like look-wise, it reminds me of it. Fabric-wise, it's also pretty good. They even do they have like some detailing? Yes, there's like some rib detailing under the chest here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but like just a little bit, like not too much in your face. That also, you know, is very, that Eamon also does usually. But yeah, it's the cup hats for sure are a little bit stiffer, but of course you could always just change those if you don't like them. But overall, I think the sports bra is okay. It's a little bit big, but it's not too bad for the fact that this is a medium. Like for sure, there's like a little bit of gaping if I do this, because I also have a smaller chest support-wise. Not very good. I would say like no support to light support kind of, which might have to do with me not being able to get it small. And the straps are a little like, you know, a little looser as well. They're also a little stretchy, so I mean, that's okay. Let's move on to the bottoms. They're definitely not as high-waisted as what I expected. You can definitely see my belly button. I do have a little bit of a longer torso, but still, I mean, like I kind of want to pull them up higher, and it's just, there's a limit to how high you can pull them up, basically. We'd have no front seam because they're seamless. You have this, so like the ribbed waistband here does have a good amount of compression, and then it's kind of like sewn on here. So it's kind of connected here with a seam. And then you just have like the ribbed detailing all across the leg, and that's kind of it. And then in the back, the waistband dips quite low, I would say. Like there's a slight V, which I appreciate, but like the Eamon ones always kind of like are nice and high on top of your glutes, so they're not cutting them off. And this one sits quite low. It's really kind of like cutting into the glutes, like not actively cutting, but like, you know, optically, it's like kind of cutting them off a little bit. These are also definitely not squat proof, but to be fair, the Eamon ones aren't either, especially in the lighter colors. So I won't like kind of put that against them. But the fact that this leg is quite low, I don't like it. And then it dips lower when I squat as well. So yeah, that's not really my favorite. If you have a shorter torso, maybe you're gonna like these a little bit better than I do. I mean, for the price, for the set, it's not bad. It's just not, you know, of course, not the exact same, like quality, not the exact same cut, but it comes pretty close, I would say. They're also like still quite stretchy. You know, I can move and whatever. It's just like the waistband is a little bit too low for my liking. Like I said, remember, I do have a long torso, so it's, you know, nothing new for me, but the Eamon ones definitely fit me a little bit better. But yeah. It's a set that wasn't too expensive. It smells a little bit, to be fair. The Eamon stuff never smelled like this, but I mean, you could just wash it once or twice and I think it should be fine. And yeah, if you're into neutral colors, I mean, they do have this one, and I think there was like one or two more other color options for this set. But yeah, I think they nailed the beige color for sure. All right, next up we have some pieces from the brand Yvette. So I've seen some people review pieces from this brand before. They are an Amazon brand, so they do sell a lot of stuff on Amazon, but they're like more, you know, doing their own thing, not necessarily copying things. And people like them a lot for the high support sports bras. Now, I have a small chest. I don't necessarily need super good high support sports bras because I can get a good amount of support from a lot of things. But I still figured I would try them because I never have before. So I got a sports bra and a legging, but let's talk about the sports bra first. I picked a nice red color here, and this is the, let me read this because this is long, Yvette Women's Sports Bra, firm support, plus size crossed bag without underwear for fitness, running, yoga, jogging. I assume they also have plus sizes, which is why they maybe included that. And it goes up to 5 extra large. Yes, see, that's good. And this is just the color red, also comes in other color options. And this one comes in normal sizes, so like extra small, small, medium, large, whatever, but also in 2 different cup sizes. So you can get a small, you can get a small for, you know, bigger cups. I did get a small for, you know, small cups because I don't have a big chest. And this is that, you know, the size small here. Looks okay size-wise for now. The fabric is a little bit more like a sporty, like kind of like sleek performance fabric. Not too sleek though, but like, you know, kind of sleek. You do have like a little bit of a mesh, like sport mesh detailing here, like some holes there. That mesh actually feels quite lightweight. We do have thicker straps. The straps are not adjustable, but you do have a little bit of a crisscross action in the back here as well, and just an elastic under the chest to kind of tuck you in. What a lot of people like about this brand is that they have molded cup pads, so you don't really have cup pads you can take out. They just like mold it into the sports bra. So they're like not gonna show or anything. There's not gonna be like a weird like cup pad situation because they are molded into the fabric. And yeah, all in all, I thought it was like, even though it's like a high support sports bra, it still was like a little cute. We have that little V here in the front as well. You do have that crisscross in the back. Their logo is actually also quite nice for an, you know, an Amazon brand. I think that's like one of the better logos I've seen because it's an actual logo, not just like a name printed on there. And yeah, I like the color for sure as well. One thing though, see, I was about to forget, but so like it came with this to tell you about the brand. And it also says, be active, be daring, be inspired, be here. But the funny thing about this is, and I know this is only going to be for people who actually speak German, because I ordered this from the German Amazon, because the Swedish Amazon is kind of... So yeah, they had a thank you card. And the thank you card was just like really, really badly auto-translated. And if you're German, just read this for a laugh and just pause the video right here so you can read it. But it's kind of funny. I like the Bitte kümmern Sie sich in Zukunft um uns and the bedanken Sie sich für Ihren Einkauf. That was kind of funny. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe the English is better auto-translated, but the German is definitely kind of funny. I chuckled a little when I was reading it. But yeah, so let's get back to the sports bra and let's see this on. All right, now I have a full-on Yvette outfit, but let's talk about the sports bra. Also, by the way, the colors weren't meant to match. They're different colors. And that's okay. So let's talk about the sports bra. I've never really, that's actually not true. I was going to say I've never really tried a sports bra with like molded cups before, but I think, or like that's more of a traditional sports bra look, but I have, like back when I was like a teenager or something. Because back then, I don't know if cute sports bras just didn't exist or I was just not aware of where to get them from. But like, I used to play basketball and then, you know, my granny bought me a sports bra and it just looked really ugly, but it did its job, so that's okay. And, you know, I just put a t-shirt over so no one ever saw it. But yeah, this one basically has like pre-molded cups. To be fair, I don't really need the support, but like other people do. I was just gonna try and see. I do like how this one looks. I picked one that looked a little bit cuter. There were also some that looked really a bit more functional. It's quite of a short sports bra here. I wish the straps were adjustable because I feel like I'm kind of like, you know, about to like expose myself from the bottom if I just move too much. Because I feel like there's just not enough like, I don't know, but like there's not enough like length in the straps or something. But yeah, so they have different cup sizes for these. I think this is like A to C, and then there's like D and over. You have thick straps at least here. There's a little bit of like this like mesh, like this more sports jersey kind of mesh stuff. A little bit of a different fabric. It's a little bit shiny. It feels nice and like, you know, sleek, a little bit performancey. You have an elastic underneath. It's not too tight. And then in the back, They were attempting a little bit of a cuter strap situation while still giving you support. So, you know, it's not like the cutest sports bra, but I see what they're trying to do. They're just trying to make it really supportive. And support-wise, I will say this is definitely like medium to high support for me. But yeah, like I feel like kind of I want more length in the straps, is just a little bit, you know. I mean, of course, I did get a good lift. There's also actually, no, of course there's not removable cup pads because they're molded in. So yeah, you have the molded in cup pads. I mean, it feels good, gives you a good shape for sure. And definitely gives you, yeah, I mean, good support. I'm also not about to fall out or anything. There's also enough coverage here on the front and also on the sides. So I think that's pretty safe. So if you're looking for something that really locks you in, that's quite functional, then you could give this brand a try for sure. They also have, like I said, they also have different sports bras. But like for me, it's just like the straps seem a little short. That's my only downside now. I haven't tried another of their sports bras. Maybe it would be different with other styles. But that's, you know, I think otherwise they're pretty nice, just like the straps are a little short. So if you're a shorter person, you probably have a little bit less need for straps or something, for longer straps, but then it could work. Or maybe also, I don't know, maybe my shoulders are just very tall. I don't know. But yeah, otherwise I think it's pretty supportive. It's also not super expensive. And like I said, they were trying to make it a little bit cute, but also functional. And, you know, I get that. All right, next up we have a legging also from the Yvette brand. So this is also the color red, by the way. It doesn't exactly match the sports bra in red, but you know, it's close enough, right? So these ones are called the Yvette Women's Sports Leggings with Pocket Mesh High-Waist Sports Trousers Streetwear Sports Leggings. These don't have pockets, but I'm assuming it's like one of these things where, you know, they have like very different designs, but like still kind of it's the same, you know, page, but you can like flip through the different options. These do have mesh at the bottom, so at the calf ankle situation area. And they also did have some that had like more mesh around the thighs, so you used to have more options there. I will say that I'm really, really surprised at how nice this fabric feels. These leggings were $24.99 in euros, so I'm assuming it's also going to be around like $25 US, maybe even a little cheaper. But like the fabric feels really nice. Like it's kind of soft and brushed. So really nice and soft. We do have a front seam on these. I personally don't mind front seams, but I know some people do. We also do have a top seam, and the top seam is like quite intense, I would say. So you have the top seam, but also kind of an elastic here. The elastic is kind of like, you can kind of see it here at the top. So it's like this wide, you know, as wide as my finger, basically. I personally also don't mind that because sometimes it's nice to have something that prevents leggings from sliding down. We do have straight across seams here in the back, so not much glute detailing, but it seems like they're gonna be like the seam is high enough to not cut off your glutes. So still not too bad. We have the Yvette logo here in the back. So also just very simple. And then you do have some seam detailing going down the leg here that kind of goes into that mesh detailing as well. I think the mesh detailing is quite cute. Like it has, you know, it's not just mesh, it also has like some, you know, shape to it with some seams as well. And we'll see if those seams cut in at all, because sometimes they can. But yeah, otherwise I think it's quite nice. Also in the back, you can kind of see that one seam here that kind of cinches in the waist a little as well. And yeah, all in all, for now, I'm still kind of, you know, I'm surprised at how nice these feel. Let's see if I still feel that way when I have them on. All right, onto these Yvette leggings. As I already mentioned before, these two colors are not supposed to match, so don't worry if they don't. Because this is definitely more of a brighter red and this is more of like a muted red. So I just picked your random leggings, you know, that I thought looked kind of cute. You're like, these look very normal. What's going on? Why are they cute? Why do you think they're cute? Because we have like some mesh at the calves here. So you have like just the mesh detailing here. So that's kind of it. That's most of what this is. I was afraid that the seams are going to cut in here into my shins or my calves. I think they do a tiny bit, but it's really like barely noticeable, so it's fine. Lengthwise, they are a 7/8 length on me, and up top here, like there's nothing super special about them. It's really just like the mesh down there. I think there's some different styles, but you also had like a bit more mesh across the legs. So if you're more interested in that, you could check that out. We do have a top seam on these, so you know, you can see that it's not super harsh or anything. I think it's actually quite fine. They're nice and high-waisted. We also do have a front seam. I don't notice the front seam. But I mean, you know, some people have more camel toe issues than others. It's also like anatomy dependent a little bit. And the fabric is actually like, at first I wasn't super convinced of it, but now that I have it on, it still feels quite nice and soft. Still a bit more sleek. It's not like super brushed or anything, but it still feels nice and soft for sure. I do have the problem that I have a smaller waist and a bigger butt. So I definitely like have a little bit of like extra space around the waist area here. Like I wish there was a little bit more compression, but I know, you know, it's just how it goes. So maybe not my favorite legging because of that, but you do have a top seam, which helps to keep them up a little bit more. That's at least something. And yeah, you get like a little bit more ventilation around the calves because of the mesh. It's cute. It's like, you know, like I said, fabric feels good. There's not much in terms of glute detailing here. You just have like the straight across seams. And I mean, the advantage is that at least the seams kind of don't cut up into your glutes. They're like nice and high still. So that's good. But otherwise not much in that department. No pockets either. But I think they're just like a nice basic legging with like a little twist with that mesh detailing. So yeah, and they're not super expensive either. Yeah. All right, last but not least, we have another dupe. I've been wanting to try these leggings for a while because, you know, a lot of people like them, a lot of people wear them, and I've seen a lot of people, you know, just, yeah, have them, basically. They do have a ton of color options, and they also had an ombre color option, which unfortunately did not ship to Sweden. But I am talking about the, I guess, most hyped Alpha Elite Amplify dupes, the Aurola kind of scrunch leggings. So these are called, in their full name on Amazon, the Aurola workout leggings for women, seamless scrunch tights, tummy control, gym, fitness, girls, active, sports, yoga. Yes, that is a mouthful. I did also get these in a size medium. This color is a really, really nice blue. Like I said, they had this ombre that I really, really wanted. And when I saw it, I was like, yes, this is the one. And then they didn't ship to Sweden. But yeah, this color is called a Lavender Luster. So I guess it's more of a periwinkle blue. I like it a lot. It matches my nails, you know. And these ones are actually not cheap leggings for being on Amazon and for also being a dupe. These were 42.99 euros. And I guess that would be like around 40 US. So yeah, for dupes, they're not cheap. They're still like, you know, kind of 60% of the price of a normal Alpha Elite Amplify legging, but definitely not the cheapest. I will say though, they feel quite nice. Like, no complaints about the fabric. Feels like decently thick, but not too thick, quite stretchy, you know, kind of soft as well. They also do look pretty accurate. We have no front seam here. You have this 3-tiered waistband where you have like different levels of compression. So lowest compression up here, and then it goes, tightest compression up here? I don't know. No, I think it's the lowest compression up here. So you don't get like a squeeze muffin top situation there. And then it gets a little bit tighter towards the bottom. Or is it the other way around? I don't remember. I would say maybe it's the other way around. So it doesn't squeeze here. I don't know. Anyway, 3-tiered waistband. That's what matters. We also do have that mesh panel detailing that the Alpha Elite Amplify leggings have. I'm not sure if you can see it this way, but yeah, it's on the sides there. That's, you know, the Amplify leggings always have that. It says Aurola in the back there, and you do have that scrunch in the back here. So this scrunch is quite long. It doesn't quite meet the gusset here, so you do have like a little bit of extra space between the crotch gusset and where the scrunch starts. It's not a very flexible scrunch, but the Alpha Elite one wasn't either. And yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see if it also kind of fits the same. I'm curious to see if the scrunch is not going to be constrictive, because if you remember from earlier in this video, I said I don't really like scrunch butt leggings because I feel them, you know, it's just too restrictive for me. If I feel them when I squat, I don't know, I just don't want to feel that tightness. I don't like that. But I'm willing to give these a chance. And yeah, let's see if the hype is worth it, and let's see these on. Alright, and onto the most hyped up Alpha Elite Amplify dupe, the Aurola butt scrunch leggings. I had wanted to try these for a while, and now I finally am trying them. To be fair, I'm not like the biggest fan of like the Alpha Elite Amplify leggings. I'm just not the biggest fan of butt scrunches in general because I find them a little bit constricting. But you know, everyone loves it, so gotta try that dupe as well. And I will say, I mean, I haven't tried my amplifiers on in a while, but they do feel pretty nice. Like, the fabric is nice and stretchy. You get a little bit of a Barbie crotch, but it's not so bad. And I mean, honestly, you know, it's not, like I said, it's not so bad. It's not too much extra fabric or anything. We do have a nice high waistband here, and it's also 3-tiered like the Alpha Elite one is. So you have like a bit more thinner ribs here, and the medium, and then the widest here, so it's not cutting in as much, basically. That's the idea of it. We also don't have a front seam, obviously, because these are seamless leggings. You have like some mesh kind of panel detailing here. That was honestly never my favorite detail. I don't understand, because it just ends there. Like, why? So yeah, I never liked the look of this, but of course they're part of the original one, so they also added these here, and then of course the butt scrunch here, and then you have their it just says Aurola on the back. I mean, otherwise it would say Alpha Elite, right? It's you know, very, very similar in style. And yeah, the butt scrunch here. You get like that good glute separation that people just love so much. It feels quite comfortable, actually. Like when I squat, it's really not constricting or anything. Goes right into your crack there, of course, as well. But like I said, a lot of people just find it very, very flattering. And honestly, these are like lightweight. They're like, I get a little bit of compression in the waistband, which is nice. You can move, you can, you know, like do all the things. And they're not the cheapest dupe. Like for dupes, usually I assume they're gonna be like, what? A little bit less than half the price of the real ones. These are definitely a little bit more than half the price of the real ones, but they're still much, much cheaper. You can just buy them off Amazon. They have a ton of color options. I actually meant to get the ombre one. They had like an ombre, like in blue, but they didn't ship that to Sweden, of course. And I was like, why? Because I actually did like the ombre amplifiers that Alpha Elite did once. I just didn't bother to shop from their website when they launched them. But yeah, they do have like some fun colors, a lot of choices, and I mean, they seem to fit nicely. And I don't see how the quality could be worse than Alpha Elite, because a lot of people have had their like leggings rip and stuff at the scrunch, and I'm assuming, you know, as long as these ones don't do the first few wears, you basically, you know, get a similar product, which is good. Of course, they also had now some time to like perfect the dupes and stuff, but this seems actually pretty nice. So if you're interested in trying the Alpha Elite amplifiers, they don't have the color though that you like, or you just don't want to spend as much money on them, then these are definitely the way to go. I've definitely seen some people like fold over the waistband so you don't see the brand name, but honestly, like, who would judge you for getting the dupe instead of the real ones, right? See, this doesn't even do it yet. Like, I don't judge people for just buying the dupes, you know, especially like if it's not cheap leggings anyway. And if it's like bigger brands, then I'm also like, eh. You know, if it's like a really small brand and they have their design stolen, I'm like, okay, that's not cool and no one should support it. Or like if you see someone, like some small designers, like stuff on Shein basically copied, I mean, maybe that's not the greatest thing to support, but anyways, up to the individual. And I mean, this is Alpha Elite, they do make enough money from their stuff, right? So I think it's fine. You can let me know what you think about that kind of stuff down in the comments below, because I think it's an interesting discussion, like what we should all support, and if like buying dupes is okay or not. But yeah, I think these are really, really nice. And yeah, if you're looking for butt scrunch leggings, I mean, these are obviously hyped up for a reason, I think. So yeah, you should go try them. Alright, it's conclusion time. It was fun to try a few different pieces from Amazon. Try a few brands I haven't tried before. I think my favorite piece are the Aurola scrunch butt leggings. I like the color a lot. They fit just really, really nicely. They give you the glute separation. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the scrunch, but actually this one wasn't too invasive or anything. I didn't really feel the tightness when I squatted, but I also think the Yvette leggings were pretty nice fabric-wise, and they're also really good price. The mesh detailing looked super cute. I wasn't a big fan of the seamless set, and the sports bra was just a little too short. I don't know, it didn't fit properly. But yeah, I guess if you have a bigger chest, you should definitely give them a try because, it was still quite supportive. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's always fun to try a few different brands, try a few different things. With Amazon, you can also usually return quite easily. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep that ripped seamless set. It was just the leggings were also too low-waisted. I don't know, I didn't like that. But yeah. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining and informative. If you did like it, then you should give it your thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, you can subscribe to my channel so you can get notified about all the new upcoming videos so you don't miss anything. If you have any feedback, any suggestions, for new brands, for things I should try from Amazon or things I should try from any other brand basically, any feedback, I always try to improve videos. I try to make them for you. Yeah, anything like that, just leave a comment down below in the comment box. You can also follow me on Instagram and you can also DM me there, but I'm way more likely to see your comments here. So if you want to see an answer quickly, just leave your comment down below. Yeah, that was kind of it. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.